The word on the street is that you guys aren't allowed to be liberal anymore. Is that the case?
I don't think we ever were liberal.
What?
Yes, I don't think we ever were liberal.
Not me saying that. That's the people out there saying that he's not letting you be liberal anymore.
Well, listen, I think what Chris is saying is that he wants Republicans, sensible Republicans. He wants us to hold people to account, but he wants people to come on and feel comfortable with coming on and talking on CNN. And
that was Don Lemon, arguably CNN's most liberal on-air personality, claiming with a straight face there to Stephen Colbert that the network never had a left-leaning agenda. I'm hoping that he didn't think anyone was seriously buying that. Joining us now to discuss is someone who definitely didn't buy that, former White House advisor for the Trump administration and the host of the Gorka Reality Check here on Newsmax, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Seb, did you buy it?
I'm not sure the delivery and timing were any good, but it looks like he's trying out for a future in stand-up comedy. I mean, Don Lemon. Seriously, is this the same unbiased CNN that peddled us the Steele dossier, Russia collusion, Mike Flynn is going to betray President Trump in a secret court affidavit? Is this the one that said the Hunter Biden laptop is fake? Is that the same CNN? Sean, help me out here.
Well, the thing that was funny to me is the CEO that he's referring to, Chris Lick, the new CEO that Don Lemon's referring to in that piece, he's the one who's saying it. I mean, he's the guy who's saying, we're too liberal. And Don Lemon, by the way, lost his show at night. He was moved because of it.
Right. Is this the same CNN that's not liberal? And I guess Brian Stelter was fired because he's too conservative, right? Right?
Right. By the way, not to put a fine point on this, but if things couldn't have gotten worse this morning, Chris Litt, that CEO, the new CEO there at CNN, sent out a memo to CNN employees that said that they are cutting back more. He says it's going to mostly impact paid contributors, but he also says that it's going to be a very difficult time for everyone there at CNN. I mean, so, this isn't just about ratings. This is literally cutting into the bone here. How much further do you think this goes?
It might be ancient history now. I might be having a Biden moment. I'm trying to remember. Was there a thing called CNN Plus, Sean?
I think it lasted for like a week. Yeah.
Okay, so it did a Scaramucci. It lasted about one Scaramucci. But let's be clear here. Can I just give you the facts to our lovely, lovely Newsmax viewers? CNN on a good night has 500,000 viewers in a nation of 330 million. I'm sitting in my radio studio. My humble radio show, only been on air for 3 years, has 3 million live listeners. Forget the stuff I put on social media afterwards. Live list. That's 6 times CNN's best primetime show. This is a dumpster fire that is going to die imminently because nobody likes being preached to and lied at, and that's all CNN does.
Hey, I want to switch gears because there's something you've been tweeting a lot about. We covered it on Newsmax, but there was this non-binary Biden administration official in the Energy Department that was charged with stealing a woman's $2,300 Vera Bradley suitcase, which, by the way, why are you spending $2,300 on a suitcase? That's a whole nother story. They removed a tag, emptied out the contents, then used the luggage. This person, Sam Britton, initially denied stealing the bag, then claimed to take the suitcase by mistake. They are apparently on a leave of absence. The thing that I find interesting, Seb, is these guys have gone through and really focused this administration on identity politics, except when they do bad things.
Yeah, this is a really peculiar story. A couple of things here. So, number one, this incident that we're just finding about now where he has no luggage, so he has no business at the carousel, goes on camera. You can see him rip the tag off somebody else's suitcase, put it inside his bag, walk off with it, deny it to the police, finally fess up. This individual is the Assistant Secretary for Nuclear Waste Disposal at DOE. This is an individual. You're in the military. I've still got my clearances. This guy has the highest level of clearance in America. He has a Q clearance, which is to do with nuclear materials, and he's a common thief. And the weirdest thing is, This happened in September, Sean. Why are we finding out about this now? How strange is that? I thought this was the most transparent administration in history.
I'll tell you what, I only got 20 seconds left, but I guarantee you if Seb Gorka littered in the Trump administration, you'd hear about it on CNN.
Yeah, and they'd be calling for me to be deported and have my clearances stripped.
They might do that anyway. But that's the ironic thing about this. You're right. This thing happened back then. The only people who are actually talking about it are people like you and I and everyone at Newsmax. Yeah. That's the weird part about this, is that you would think for all the attention that something like this would normally get, the mainstream media has done their best.
Imagine if anyone, imagine if a GS-15 did this in the Trump administration, Sean.
I know, and you're right. Anyway, Seb, I agree with you. It's for someone as high ranking as this, but I appreciate it. Be sure to tune in Sunday night to see Seb, though.
Be there. God bless.